Alabama, Clemson, they are a cut above everybody else. It is the overarching storyline. Can anybody knock them off?
Yeah.
What are some other things that will impact how the season plays out and whether that, in fact, becomes true?
You know, it's cyclical at certain positions, but, man, what a year for the quarterback. I mean, you think about Tua, you got Trevor Lawrence, you got Jake Fromm, Sam Ehlinger's back, you got Justin Herbert at Oregon, and then you got some more intriguing quarterbacks with Jalen Hurts now. He's going over to Oklahoma, left Alabama. Justin Fields has left Georgia, going to Ohio State. So not only do we have some new faces, high profile, big pressure on some of these new guys.
Storyline for me this year is, can anybody beat Clemson?
Yeah.
Now, the biggest problem they got is complacency. Why? They won 15 straight last year. They were voted by one organization as the best team ever. They got all their stars coming back. Well, no wonder they're ranked number one. But let me tell you something.
Yes, sir.
It is hard to win a national title 2 times in a row. Only one team in the last 25 years has won the national title twice in a row. Alabama.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So the
11,
situation will be this way. Can Clemson handle the pressure?
Yeah.
I don't think they can. I make a prediction right now.
What's that, Coach?
Uh-oh.
Talk to me.
Percentage-wise,
Yes.
Clemson will not win the national championship this year.
Clemson, percentage-wise.
Percentage-wise.
Understood. Okay. Well, listen, I think when you look at the Big Ten West, I think that division is wide open. You got to use your suspects. You have Wisconsin. You have Iowa. You have Northwestern, who won it a year ago. But now I think Minnesota might be a player in the West Division this year because they have a very manageable schedule. This is P.J. Fleck's 3rd season. He has a wide receiver named Tyler Johnson, maybe the best in the country. And then Nebraska. I know the Cornhuskers only had 4 wins a year ago, but Scott Frost is bringing back his quarterback, Adrian Martinez. And Adrian is a guy who people are talking about, maybe on the short list for the Heisman. So there are about 5 teams that can win the Big Ten West.
It's wide open over there.
No question. Nebraska has a manageable schedule with the exception of a visit from Ohio State.
Yeah,
You get them at
exactly.
Lincoln. I am not going to start the season and let it stand.
Okay.
You say no Alabama, Clemson.
Correct.
One
In
of
the
them will
playoff.
make the playoff. Now,
Right.
are you just saying you're going to be the first guy and say, "See, I told you," or what is your reason? Why do you believe they won't do it? Real quick.
Later in the show, we have to do our predictions.
Yeah.
Who's going to win
Yeah.
the SEC? Who's
Yeah.
going to win the ACC? I think when we saw Alabama a year ago, well, not a year ago, but in January against the championship game, I thought that one thing is to be a bully, you intimidate people. And then so as soon as you go in a game, especially a football game, you're kind of like 7 points up. That was Alabama before. Then you watch them get punched in the mouth by Clemson. So I don't think people are intimidated by Alabama the way they used to be, especially after watching Clemson. They didn't just beat them, they handled them. So that's what I'm...
All right, I'm just saying this
okay.
is what makes this fun.
I'm just saying.
Because
it is August 24th
when,
now. I haven't seen any of these teams play yet.
See, I remember when Utah punched Alabama at the end of a season, and the next year they had a pretty good year.
Yeah.
And I remember when Michigan State had to play Alabama the year after Ohio State beat them. So history tells you that Alabama with Nick Saban, when they lose and lose in that fashion, they show up in a bad mood.
I don't know.
Who they got week 1? Duke?
Yeah.
I tend to be okay with Alabama.
Poor old Alabama.
Alabama's not playing with a chip on her shoulder, a boulder.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Poor old Alabama. Let's
You're
feel
on an
sorry-
island over there,
Let's feel
man.
sorry for Alabama.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports, highlights, and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.